Warning, this film contains themes of main characters feeling like unaliving themselves. If you feel this way, please seek help, because as this film will show, there are many reasons to continue on living. Summer Ghost is a deeply emotional Japanese animated film directed by Lundraw. The story explores themes of life, death, and the human desire for connection as three teenagers embark on a supernatural quest to uncover the truth about a ghostly legend. The film opens by introducing the three main characters, each dealing with their unique challenges. Tomoya Sugisaki is a high-achieving student who feels suffocated by the relentless expectations of his parents. Despite his academic success, he finds himself questioning the purpose of his efforts and harboring a lingering sense of emptiness. Aoi Harukawa is a shy and introverted girl who suffers from severe bullying at school. Her loneliness is compounded by emotional neglect at home, leaving her withdrawn and uncertain about her own worth. Ryo Kobayashi, on the other hand, appears carefree and lively, the kind of friend who can lighten the mood in any room. However, his exuberance masks a secret, a serious health condition that he hides from those around him. This trio, though different in many ways, shares an unspoken connection. They are all searching for something they cannot quite articulate. The characters come together through an urban legend that has captured their imaginations. The legend speaks of the Summer Ghost, a mysterious spirit that is said to appear when fireworks are lit on summer nights. The ghost is rumored to be the spirit of Ayane Sato, a young woman who died under tragic circumstances. According to the legend, Ayane is drawn to those who struggle with thoughts of mortality or unresolved feelings about life. Curious and desperate for answers to their own struggles, Tomoya, Aoi, and Ryo decide to test the legend one warm summer evening. The trio gathers at an abandoned airstrip on the outskirts of town, their hands trembling as they light a series of fireworks. As the night sky comes alive with bursts of color, a strange and haunting silence falls over them. From the shadows emerges Ayane Sato, her presence both serene and otherworldly. She's a vision of tranquility, her ethereal glow setting her apart from the living, yet making her approachable. Far from being frightening, Ayane exudes a calm and bittersweet aura that immediately captivates the teenagers. Ayane explains that she is indeed the summer ghost, tethered to the world of the living by unresolved feelings tied to her untimely death. Her demeanor is gentle, yet her words carry the weight of someone who has experienced the profound loss of life. She reveals that she can only interact with those who carry a deep connection to thoughts of death or who are at a crossroads in their lives. Her presence resonates with the trio, each of whom feels seen and understood in a way they have never experienced before. The mystery of Ayane's death becomes a central focus of the trio's journey. Although rumors from the town suggest Ayane unalived herself, Ayane hints at regret and unfinished business, but the specifics remain elusive. As Tomoya's determination grows, he begins to piece together clues from their conversations and his own research. Ayane mentions that her life ended on a night much like the one they are sharing, with fireworks lighting up the sky. She recalls the sound of distant laughter and the bittersweet joy of a summer evening. Though she avoids revealing the exact details of her passing, her reluctance only deepens the mystery and fuels Tomoya's determination to learn more. This connection inspires Tomoya to investigate Ayane's past in the hopes of uncovering the truth about her death. He discovers that Ayane was a talented young artist with a promising future, but her life was cut short in a tragic accident. Tomoya, driven by his relentless curiosity, begins to ask about the circumstances of her death. Ayane is hesitant at first. Finally, Ayane revealed that she got hit by a car that ran a red light when she ran from her house after fighting with her mum. Although unconscious, when she woke up, she was trapped in a small place. She couldn't breathe, and all she could hear was a train in the distance. This was the last of her memories before she passed. Ayane hopes to find her body someday, hoping that she would move on once she gets closure. The discovery of Ayane's past serves as a turning point in the story. It is both heartbreaking and enlightening, providing context for her tether to the world of the living. The revelation also deepens the teenagers' appreciation for their own lives, despite their struggles. Ayane's story becomes a mirror through which they see the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing every moment. The teenagers' individual struggles come to the forefront during their interactions with Ayane. Tomoya's questions reveal his growing dissatisfaction with the rigid path laid out for him by his parents. He feels trapped in a life that prioritizes success over happiness, and Ayane's words force him to confront his own desires. Aoi, on the other hand, finds herself opening up about the pain of isolation and bullying. She confesses that she often feels invisible and questions whether her life has any value. Ayane's empathy and encouragement spark a glimmer of hope within her, challenging her to see herself through a kinder lens. Ryo's cheerful facade begins to crack as he reveals his fear of dying young due to his health condition. Ayane's presence offers him a rare opportunity to express his vulnerability, something he struggles to do in his daily life. As the trio spends more time with Ayane, their bond with her deepens. They begin to view her not just as a ghost, but as a friend who understands their struggles in ways others cannot. The trio grows closer and learns to support one another. They begin to share their personal fears and hopes more openly, strengthening their friendship. After understanding each other, Tomoya begins to search for Ayane's body, with his two friends helping him. Tomoya apologized to Ryu for not understanding his situation with his health, but Ryu answered, "And you're the one that looks the most pitiful here." They all part ways to search for Ayane's body, and after a while, Aoi asks Tomoya and Ayane to follow her because Ryu has found a suitcase. Ayane confirms her body is in the suitcase. While Aoi and Ryu return back to their bodies, Ayane talks alone with Tomoya to hang on and live on because she worries Tomoya might think death might be a better alternative for his life. Tomoya then returns back to his body and the trio rushes to go to Ayane's burial spot. There is now a locked gate standing between them, and Tomoya decides to climb over with the help of Aoi. While Tomoya was digging at the suspected place that Ayane was buried, he suddenly gets transported to the ghost world. Here, Ayane gives Tomoya a choice. Since Tomoya keeps saying he has nothing to live for, Ayane gives him the option to burn the firework on his hand to become a ghost or return to the real world. When he chooses to become a ghost, Ryo, with his own life ticking down, yelled to rethink and see his life to the end and not give up. Snapping Tomoya back to reality, he chooses to return to the real world, but Ayane stops him and asks why bother going back to the real world when it tortures him so much. Tomoya replies, "Even though life is a chore, it's not over yet. Once you try to look up for even a little, there's always a bright side ahead." After that, it is revealed that it wasn't Ayane who gave him a choice, but a reflection of himself in the ghost world. He then continues to dig out the suitcase and cries. Ayane hugs him and slowly fades away as she finally got the closure she wanted. After that, Ayane's necklace was left behind at her mother's house to give her closure as well. By the film's end, the characters have each grown in their own way. Tomoya begins to find his voice, resisting the pressures of his parents and pursuing his own dreams. Aoi starts to build her confidence and reach out to others for support. Ryo, despite his uncertain future, embraces life with newfound gratitude and hope. Ryo passed away after a few months. Tomoya and Aoi get together by the airstrip every summer and burn fireworks to talk to Ryo, and once the fireworks are gone, Ryo disappears, leaving Aoi to cry. The film closes with a powerful message. Life is fleeting and fragile, but it is also full of moments worth living for. Fireworks, A recurring motif throughout the film symbolizes the ephemeral nature of life and the beauty found in its impermanence. Ayane's ghost serves as a powerful metaphor for unresolved regrets and the importance of closure. The trio's journeys reflect the universal struggles of adolescence and the search for meaning in a world that often feels overwhelming. Summer Ghost is a deeply moving story that lingers in the hearts of its viewers long after the credits roll. Its breathtaking animation, tender soundtrack, and richly layered narrative make it a cinematic gem that invites audiences to reflect on their own lives and the connections that shape them. This tale of connection, loss, and hope resonates universally, making it a timeless piece that encourages viewers to cherish the fleeting yet profound moments that make life worth living. The film reminds us that even in the face of uncertainty and sorrow, there is always light to be found in connection, understanding, and the courage to embrace life fully. The narrative delicately intertwines themes of grief, regret, and the value of life.